here with Professor Irene Feher, who has just gotten some great news for her program in Montreal at Concordia University. Her program, which is called Live Your Music. Wow. How do we live our music, Irene?
We started it last year as an initiatives project, which was really the idea of music health breaks. The idea that in order to combat feelings of isolation amongst students, as well as anxiety and depression that is very prevalent in the student population, I had proposed this project, which uses music for people facilitation techniques, to really bring students together in community. And a lot of students who love music and who play music come, but they just don't have the finances or the time to take expensive music lessons. And they're intimidated, or maybe just don't have the time to commit to a choir and to rehearsals. But with this, they can just come and connect with other students who love music. And and there's also been many students who have come from all different departments and faculties. So engineering, cinema, education, fine arts, communication studies, who have come, who've said, wow, well, I've always wanted to play music, never thought I could, without any training, and wow, I can. And just to see the joy on their faces. And just, last week, one student said, wow, he said, I've been trying to do mindfulness practices. And he says, what you achieve in 1 hour, he said, took me months to try to achieve just doing regular meditation. He said, just coming in and being mindful and making music with others just sets him into this stage of being present and mindful. So anyway, the university has caught on to this. Concordia is a very forward-looking university. It's very, in its views of connecting knowledge and community, and connecting people with ideas with the community. So of course, when they saw the success of this, the Fine Arts Alumni and Development Office came right behind me along with the Student Success Center, and they approached Concordia alumni, and we are actually being supported. The bulk of our grant, that $25,000 comes from a single donor who is an alumnus of Concordia Music. C'est un plaisir.
I always say that Music for People is the global leaders in the pedagogy of improvisation. And you're pointing out the mindfulness benefits that you're seeing for the students, the stress reduction. Congratulations on your financial support from the university. I have one question. Can you drill down for us? What's a typical, I'm guessing this is a weekly gathering or a 1 hour gathering. Can you drill down a little bit? What's the format? Are you weaving drumming, voice? I know you Live Your Music programs and you teach vocal improvisation. So drill down a little bit more for me on what does this curriculum look like?
Absolutely. Because it is a drop-in facilitated sessions, we don't follow a curriculum per se. But I use different music for people techniques every week to bring people together. So with the support of Remo, I have been able to acquire wonderful drums and melodic percussion instruments. I also use the Ravast instrument, Shruti box. So we have melodic instruments and drums, and students are also welcome to bring their own instruments. So we have students who are showing up with everything from pan flutes to electric guitars to electric bass. There is a piano also in the room. We've had a few ukuleles, violin, cello. And we facilitate really this whole idea of rhythm that basically music is alive inside of us. So when students walk in, we're already in jam. There's already, believe me, everybody shows up early. So there's already a lot of music that is going on 15 minutes before the actual starting time. So people walk in and we're already engaged, usually at least 10 to 15 of us in a circle. And, you know, the idea that music is alive in our bodies, that rhythm is what keeps our body alive, our heartbeat, our pulse, and the fact that melody just soars from our souls. So we're using our instruments, drums, voices to just jam in the moment and take ideas from each other. And I will facilitate the sessions because at the same time, as I facilitate, it helps students to find their way into the session. You said something very key, Christine, that Music for People is definitely at the forefront of the changes that are happening right now in music education. And so when we see music in this way, and when we teach music in this way and give people permission that what you have to offer, if it's one note, that's great. Let's start from here. And we realized very, very quickly, and even experienced musicians realize very quickly that this is the doorway into improvisation. And that what if we can instill this early on in the education process, what it develops is true listening, not thinking of music as a set of formulas, but really learning to listen, communicate, and integrate ourselves and express ourselves using the language of music. And E. Gordon, actually a wonderful scholar, describes this in his theories about audiation. So audiation is to music what thought is to speech. And Gordon has written about the music learning sequence. And as a theorist and an expert in music, you know, he really outlines so clearly how the pre-learning sequence to being highly functional musically actually reflect exactly what we do at Music for People. I need to acknowledge Laura Mitchell from Concordia's Student Success Center. Concordia has a Student Success Center that has been highly developed. They have resources for students. It's just amazing. And Laura herself is a music psychologist. So when she came to the first Music for People workshop, her only reaction was, "What? This is fabulous." And so I was very, very lucky to have this key person who really made this happen. And she so deeply cares for the students. And then, of course, the support of Concordia, the mandate to promote student health at Concordia. And now, thanks to our anonymous donor, we will be continuing the Music Health Breaks every Wednesday evening from 6:30 to 7:30 at Concordia's Department of Music. All of the details can be found on the Concordia events page and also on our Facebook page, which is Live Your Music. This summer, I collaborated with my amazing mentor, Mary Knish, and we had our a Music for People weekend in Montreal, June 21st to 23rd. And as on a part of the second day, we have, of course, we feature the training, the facilitator training, and this young student who is actually, her name is Naoko, and Naoko is stepped in. This was during Leading Lab, and this young lady is actually now studying at Molloy College in music therapy.
Wow. That's
Isn't that exciting?
I'm just flashing these other pictures up so people can see.
Yes.
The energy that's being built here. Look at this.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful energy. And thank you, Irene, for your work with Music for People. Maybe you can mention also, you have an upcoming event in Montreal in November that people
our Music for People Live Your Music in Montreal weekend, November 2nd and 3rd in Montreal, right downtown at Concordia University, which I will be co-hosting with the amazing Mary Knish. I just love working with Mary, and it promises to be a fantastic weekend. We are offering a different option, which is that people can come and try it out for one day. So you can actually come on a Saturday from 10 to 6:30, experience the magic of Music for People, have a wonderful, just to get to know what it's all about, or you can go deeper And we have Saturday and Sunday. Sunday is the added day from 10 to 5:30. And during Sunday, we go deeper into ensemble playing and facilitator training. So we're especially encouraging educators and music therapists and anyone loving community music to really think about those 2 days, because it's a wonderful opportunity to learn these fabulous techniques that you can bring to your own work.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for making time to speak with me and to speak with the community of Music for People and the many subscribers to our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, our social media, and our email community, because I think you're breaking ground into an area that I think is, really needed. And you obviously have such great skills between your voice, your rhythm of facilitation, your ability to help people feel comfortable making music. So we look forward to continuing to learn from you wherever you're teaching. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous, Christine. C'est toujours un plaisir. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. Thank you.
Yes. You just have to know Irene. So join her Facebook community, get on her email list, liveyourmusic.com, and be part of this community of what she's building in Montreal, of the understanding of improvisational music making in the Music for People philosophy that is being brought to life now in a success center at a university. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christine.